Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. Ray Donovan, Season 5, Episode 5. This episode is Cop. Shabbos Goy. Shabbos Goy is basically a Yiddish term, from what I understand, when a non-Jewish person does work to help them out. With Avi singing songs, Avi saying whatever, the whole episode. Y'all ready to dive into it? Diving. Last week they played us. They didn't even have an episode. The week before last, there was a samurai accidental kill that led to Mickey saving his movie and Darrell. A robbery that caused Bunchy to lose $1 million. How do you lose $1 million? Ray sells his house. Mickey got caught in between his dream and the agent's request to kill his homeboy. What are we gonna do this week, y'all? Y'all ready? Oh, and don't forget Natalie intertwining everybody in her web of foolery. Started off, Bunchy's crying to daddy. Darrell's upset with his dad. These Donovan men. Darrell's overanalyzing everything as far as what happened with the samurai killing. He's frustrated. He's trying to understand why. He's saying he's not jumping to conclusions. He just wants to understand how all of this happened. What exactly Mickey did. It's his struggle. This is his struggle we've seen over the seasons. Wouldn't you feel that same way? I can't be mad at Darrell, because if I was in his shoes, I would feel the same way. You just witnessed what? Pieces where? And y'all got rid of it how? You'd be feeling all kinds of crazy too, sitting at a bar, except your head would be in a bucket of gin. Natalie. I'm trying to figure out what kind of hold does Natalie have over Ray Donovan. Before I get on Natalie, I gotta definitely talk about Mickey. Mickey is the homie. Mickey is representing. Mickey is really stepping it up this season. Don't y'all agree? Ray is usually fixing. However, Ray needs to be fixed. Season 5. He's all kind of depressed, all kind of lost. Mickey has actually got his little act together, and he's the fixer. He's fixing his family. The sons, the Donovan boys, the Donovan men, they're 4 kinds of screwed. Terry's gone, Bunchy's depressed, Ray's depressed, Darrell's confused. Finally, I get to have what I've wanted. Dewey, Dr. Dewey, in the therapy session. Dr. Dewey, aka Wilson with the beard, breakthrough therapy session finally for Ray. The truth slowly came out. He did not exactly say, yes, this occurred. No, that did not happen. Yes, he just, you can only lead to the conclusion of his answer. Dewey went there though. Dewey went a little bit too far, but he had to go in for the kill while he had the chance. Do y'all remember what he said? I think the point that got Ray was when he said, like your father knocking you around. That was the one. One of my favorite scenes to see John Voight at the store with the serial killer grocery cart, with the cart full of killer goodies, killer starter kit. I was like, really? Mickey at the club with Avi, aka El Santo, aka Manny. This is the legend. This is a legend on this show. 2 legends in one scene. Magnificent. To assault a man with his own weapon and throw him in his own vehicle's trunk. That's cold, man. Avi looked like he'd been living in a bottle of gin, taking all kinds of pills along the way. Bunchy scenes are just ridiculous. They're sad. Oh, man. Okay, look, he went back to the scene of the crime. He's back at Railhead Sandwich Shop. He's in denial. He is in denial. He's in shock still. He wanted to change his life, his family lifestyle, and now he feels that this $1 million, $1.2 million is gone. Not insured, not any proof of its existence. Terrible, man. He's depressed. He's in the car. He drops his kid off at the sitter. He has 2 mental breakdowns in episode 5. One in the car, one in the bar. And then this fool did it. He just went completely downhill, spiraling downhill. He spiraled down. He is downhill at this point. He's at the bottom. He went to go try to pick up his baby, Maria, drunk as a skunk. Look here. Really? That's what we doing? And who was there to save him? Who was there to save him? His dad. Mickey was there. And didn't he show up? Speaking of Mickey, the way he tipped that bartender, like she was just giving him all kinds of dancing and all kinds of stripperization. Do y'all see something happening with them 2 later on? I do. You know what my beef is? Before I can even finish this review, I have a lot of beef with this episode, man. Cut down my time at the very end when I tell y'all, or was it memorable? It's a lot going on. They have like 19 different stories going on. Everybody has their own squirrel situation. We have the kids, Connor and Bridget, outbursts these last 2 episodes. Is it making sense? It only made sense when they basically said, hey, you took his spot to fix mom. You put him on his deathbed and knocking at death's door to try to get mom an extra spot closer for her help. Is she saying you made him sicker? Here's the thing. Random. Bridget. Random. Connor. Random. Ray being watched by this lady didn't really make sense all episode until she got splattered. Him throwing up. Yeah, he's on meds now. These are the symptoms. This is what happened. Possible chest burn, heartburn, congestion, diarrhea, itching skin, eyeball falling out, athlete's feet, hemorrhoids. We get it. You showed all of that to say, oh, this is going to mess with him so bad. This fool is going to just start throwing up at the car. It was a lot. It was all over the place. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know how you felt. Hey, I'm going to New York. I'm not going to be here for a couple episodes, possibly, guys. Peace out. It seemed like they had a whole lot and they just threw, it was a pot of goulash, or what's that pot? What's that thing? What's that food called? It's like a stew where you just throw everything in it. It's like whatever you got in the fridge, you just throw it all in there. You try to feed, 10 people off of it. That's how this episode felt. The only person who made this episode worthwhile, who was the hero, was Mickey. Mickey finding the truth about Frank and how you get rid of Avi, you're going to end up getting rid of yourself. You're not going to be on this planet any longer. This guy doesn't care. You're being played. When he gave the $80,000 to his son and said, I'm going to pay the rest of it. Don't worry. I'm going to pay slowly the whole $1.2 million. And he walks in there to go get his grandchild. That man is squared away at this point. Isn't he? Now we can talk about Natalie, old buckethead self. I know in the, what was that, like episode 1 or episode 2 when that accident happened, I'm like, who is this chick at the top of the hill? It was her. It was Natalie. And we know she is the reason why she caused the accident. She knows she's the reason. Leading to Abby and Ray's nighttime vehicle collision. To find out, to see that Natalie walked off set to sit down at Ray's, that was a bit much. But how can you trust her? How can you trust her? How can you believe anything that comes out of her mouth when she's trained to make you believe her? Look, we already had the pot going, and at this point they threw in an eggplant, squash, and pig's feet. Stuff that really don't make any sense. And by that I mean her being pregnant by this director. When Ray asked the question, she didn't seem like she was... You talking about the movie or you talking about the baby? It's random. It's iffy. I'm not feeling it. Y'all drop a comment below and let me know what you think about Natalie's section of the story. On top of everything else, we have another legend on this show, Susan Sarandon. I love Susan Sarandon. I've told you guys a million times how I felt about Feud with her playing Miss Davis. Legend. This $2 million, give me your husband Oscar deal. It's a bit much. Where are we building with it? Where are we going with it? Is all I want to know. Episode 6 better be freaking good. If anything, did anyone else take it as, Ray, is this your future? Are you going to be blackmailing people you fixed for in 20 years from now? Sarandon's character says, I'm not giving the Oscar. No Oscar. Her office is full of trophies, pride, the beautiful things that you've accomplished over the years. It's like, you can't just give him that one? What's the hold on that one? I mean, you have like 1,000 awards right behind your head in this luxurious office. Really? Are we being a little bit greedy? I don't know. He didn't earn it. I get it. I don't know. What's the deal with it? Some DNA on that thing? What's up? She said, I'm not giving that blackmailing SOB my Oscar. I thought it was your husband's Oscar. Okay. She ends up giving $3 million and a warning. Do y'all feel that Terry came to his... I think Terry's okay with everything as far as him and Abby at this point. He's able to go to the gravesite and say his piece. Ray isn't. Ray's kind of just diving into other stuff instead of just facing it straight on, head on. Even his kid, he told Bridget what's the deal, and Bridget was like, look, I don't care about that. This is what you did. She still wants to put the blame on someone, and she's not ready to be at peace with it all. Now, another thing that really didn't make sense. You telling me this FBI agent is at the bar drinking, and then he pulls out his duty weapon with a baby in the bar. Why is the baby in the bar? That's another thing that was crazy. Just chaos in this family. Snatches up Bunchy, takes Bunchy to where I don't know where they're going to end up, because I know he's not going to go to an office bringing somebody into custody drunk. What'd y'all think about that scene? I guess the craziest part was Ray throwing up, the chick saying, stay back, gets in her car, speeds off to get blasted, dead. She said, stay back. What was in the box? Is it going to come back and bite somebody in the tail? Probably, because now the car was gone when he pulled away. Who knows? Y'all drop a comment below. Let me think about. Let me know what you think about this episode. You know how we do it. Was it whack or was it memorable? For Mickey, it was memorable. For the rest of it, I found it to be whack. This episode, I'm leaving it with a 7.8. 7.8 is my final score. That's what I'm going with. Peace out until the next time.